Hey guys, it's Joe here from JJJ Cars, back with another video, and it's another day in the life video today. You guys enjoy this one, so I'm going to take you through what I'm doing. It's 2 weeks now to the London Car Show, so the majority of the content you're going to see in this video is building up to that. I'll take you through my Flickthroughs in a second, and as well as a grading submission and also some things I've been selling in the meantime. Just thinking through basically bits and bobs that I've been doing the last few days. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and as always, I really appreciate any likes and comments that you guys could leave. And if you're not already, I really appreciate the subscription. We've now hit over 1,000 subscribers, so big thanks to everyone that subscribed. So the main priority for me nowadays when I'm putting up to the London Car Show is the Flickthroughs. I think I mentioned already in a previous video that I've completely refreshed all of my Flickthroughs for this upcoming London Car Show. So I normally have stuff on rotation. They'd get 2 or 3 shows to sell, and if the car doesn't sell, then it goes into my eBay or elsewhere. But this is all brand new, fresh stock, basically. So everything you see in front of you right now is new stock. That I've been buying over the past basically 2 to 3 months ahead of this London Card Show. The big job for me now really is to sticker it all up. You can see I've started over here with some of the yellow and red stickers. These are the cheaper stickers here. Some of those have already come off, which is annoying. I need to reapply those, but this is cheaper stuff here. But yeah, the first step actually, before you even start stickering, is I'm a big sort of, maybe this is my OCD, but one of my big bits of advice is I like clean top loaders. I don't like top loaders which are scuffy, and so I like new, fresh top loaders. So pretty much everything you see there, although I picked out one with a 30, I mean, whatever. Pretty much everything you see here is freshly top loaded, or you know, they're not going to be dirty and scuffed. It's probably my OCD, but I really don't like that. In terms of what I've been selling, or what I'll be taking, this is all stuff that I've basically spent a long time curating over the last few months or so. It's kind of the same stuff that I've mentioned to you before. Lots of Premier League autos, Bobby Zamora on-card auto there. I'm going to pick out random stuff. Bakary Sanya there, Arsenal Defender auto, Minter, rookie numbered, bunch of things like that. Buonanotte auto, Xavi Simons gold, Julian and Cisco here. We've got Saliba field level whites. So like it's good stuff. I put a big Charles de Ketelaere auto there, David Seaman autos. Honestly, so it's full of stuff like that. I put a big emphasis ahead of this next London Car Show of bringing not just quantity but quality as well. And I really do feel like my Flickthroughs are some of the best that you can get at the London Card Show, and not in terms of value, but also in terms of the stuff that people want. So yeah, lots of autos, as you can see. I keep picking out autos, low numbered cards, another white field level there, zebra stripes, James Garner, West Brom autos there. So a bunch of stuff. There is some cheaper stuff in here as well. What I like to do is mix up some of the cheaper stuff amongst the more expensive stuff, so that people get to see everything that they're looking for, not just, you know, high-end cards or low-end cards. They get a bit of everything. So you can see that there's loads of different stuff here. I mean, I keep picking out autos. It's not just autos. It's also numbered as well. And there's a few patches in here somewhere. There's one there. But yeah, as I say, that's what I've been doing. So over the next 2 weeks, basically, until the London Card Show, I'm going to be pricing this all up. What I like to do, that's a nice one. Dual auto there of Ansu Fati and... who's that? I can't see in this light. Who is that? Oh, Rolfo. But Fati just made his first Prince Barcelona in ages the other day. But yeah, and even some of the numbers stuff, John Stone's auto there. Even some of the numbers stuff, like, it's a mix of rarities. You know, there's some low numbered in there. You've seen some white field levels already. Those are numbered to 20. But there's also some high numbered stuff, like this Griezmann to 299, which will be probably £1 or £2. That's a K-Sit, James Trafford Sublime. So yeah, another Bakary Sanya auto there. So a lot of really good stuff in these Flickthroughs. And I'm hoping that these will form the majority of my income or revenue at the next London Car Show, which is obviously 3 days this time. I'm setting up in all 3 days. So that's the task for me over the next few days, is to price all this stuff up. And then alongside that, I will also bring one showcase with some slabs. Well, I've got 2 tables on the Friday, so I'll probably bring some more slabs for that day. But that's sort of my main task over the next few weeks and days. If you're interested in seeing a more in-depth look at what I've got on my Flickthroughs, I guess the best way to come and do it is just come to my table at the London Card Show. Come and say hello, come and have a look at what I've got selling. There's a Bremer auto there, Fabianski to 5, you know, a Pender there, Dirk Kuyt base auto. There's all sorts of good stuff in here. And it's very much tailored towards collectors. You know, lots of Premier League autos, lots of Premier League numbers, popular players like Griezmann you saw. Even though it's a 399, it's Griezmann who's very popular, and things like that. So I spent a long time creating all of this. And this is the big job ahead of the next London Card Show, alongside pricing everything up. I talk a lot about the sort of inventory I buy for sports cards. You know, I show you lots of mail days where I buy sports cards and show you all the different sort of stuff I put in my Flickthroughs, etc, etc. What I don't really show often is the other stuff that I sell on my business. So obviously, if you go onto my eBay store, you'll see that I'm not just selling sports cards, I'm also selling lots of different trading card lines and other bits and bobs. And here we are with a huge mail day of boxes for that sort of stuff, really. So I thought I would unpack all of this now and then take you through it and talk about sort of where I get this inventory from and why I buy it. Because I think it's interesting to you guys, and it just shows that it's not all about, like, you know, the big ticket sports cards. It's also about the stuff that keeps the lights on, as I always say. So yeah, I'll unpack all of this now, take you through it, and show you what I've got. So guys, here it all is. I unpacked it all now. As you can see, there's quite a lot here. I won't take you through all of it individually, but I just thought I'd quickly show you that, you know, what I do in my business is not just the sports cards and the flick-throughs that you saw earlier. It's also this stuff here. And what we're quite lucky in the UK is we have auction houses, you know, traditional auction houses with a hammer and a guy doing the, you know, 20, 30, 40, etc. Live bidding. And this is where I get all of this stuff from. Often it's like I buy out old collections or people or businesses that have now closed, things like that. So you can see here I bought, like, this is all my Doctor Who stuff. You know, this is stuff that I all stock on my store and I replenish through auction houses and stuff like that. We've got 5 boxes here of stickers, sticker packets for Doctor Who, Harry Potter seal packs there, Transformers, Shrek, Ben 10, Ice Age, a few other random card lines, but, you know, these are like 150, 200 pounds a box. This is sort of 50 to 100 pound a box, so it adds up. Obviously, you do get bits of random stuff with these auction lots, like, you know, random Marvel comic here that don't really have any use for. But the most of it is like good, you know, good stuff, stock for my shop here. Loads and loads of bouts in time for Doctor Who there. So I do want to emphasise that it's not just about the sort of like stuff you see on most people's YouTube channels about grading and even in this video, grading singles for sports. It's also about, you know, doing some of the hard graft and selling some of this stuff, which is hard to sell and more, you know, quote unquote, that maybe a bit less sexy, but equally as important for me as my business, and making sure that everything, I provide a service where anyone can buy from me, no matter what their collecting interest or price point. And that's something I'm quite passionate about. I want to be able to appeal to people at all levels of the market and not just have one. Now that I'm growing, obviously before I had a focus where it was just non-sports and then sports, but now that I'm growing as well, it's appealing to as many people as possible and also stocking some interesting things. Bearing in mind as well, this auction stuff, you get some good margins on because you pay, what, like 50, 100 quid for a lot, and you get, you know, all of this. I think this all costs about 300 to 400 pounds. You get way more in value than that there, really. So some good stuff to work through, but obviously it takes a lot of effort to work through. It takes a lot of time to list individually, then sell individually. But if you're willing to do the work, obviously it can be quite profitable and you can keep the lights on with this sort of stuff. So yeah, I thought that'd be quite an interesting thing to show you guys, not just the stuff that you always see, but also some of this behind the scenes sort of stuff, which looks a bit ugly. You know, this looks a bit ugly right now, a bit messy or unsorted and all over the place, but you take them out of binders, sort them into Flickthroughs, into the sort of 5 rows. You get a nice camera angle and list the boxes here and the packs individually, and you can really build out a really interesting offering of cards and stickers for your store. So a lot of you ask about my listing process when I'm listing cards on eBay or online, wherever. So I thought I'd quickly take you through that now. I've been listing all morning, or sorry, scanning all morning, I should say. And I thought I'd take you through the process just whilst I'm doing it, and because I think some of you might be interested. Over here we've got my Star Wars flick-through box. My process for shows, if you don't know this already, is I'll sticker everything up, take all my singles to shows. I'll give them between 1 and 3 shows to sell, and if they don't sell, then they go on to my eBay store, most likely. So we've got a box full of Star Wars here. I actually haven't listed taken any of this stuff on the left here to shows before, but I've decided for the next card shows that although Star Wars does sell, football sells much better for me. And given I've only got obviously a certain amount of space on the table, it's more efficient to use it for football or soccer than it is to use it for Star Wars. So this is going to go straight onto my base store this time. But this stuff all here on the right is all ex-show stock. One thing to know about Star Wars as well is, like, the margins are better, I think, generally because there's less people listing it. So you have less competition, but it does move slower. So it's less liquid than football, which is my other predominant trading card or sports card line. So bear that in mind if you ever want to stock Star Wars. That said, things that do move really well are autos. I think I've got some at the back here. Yeah, like just base autos like this, they're probably worth like a 10 to 15 pounds each. They move really quickly because obviously collectors really like the autos. It's obviously the actors are signing them. So similar to football, I guess, but autos move really well. In terms of my setup, I've got just a computer here. Apologies for the mark. I didn't realise it was so dirty, to be honest with you. I probably need to sort that out. I've got El Toro watching his video up on here now, so yeah, shout out El Toro, good video. Although a couple of dodgy grades, but I'll let you watch. I'll let you watch it. I've got a desktop scanner here. This is the Canon LIDE 3000. So I just hooked that up to my computer, and you can I put 4 cards on at a time in there, and then you scan them directly to your computer here. And these are all my scans from this morning, just here like that. And then those will go straight up onto my eBay. I've definitely noticed a material change in traffic based on the quality of my listing photos. I think there is no substitute for scanning. I think taking photos, you're never going to catch everything, but scans you genuinely do. You get much better photos, and you get less questions about condition than you do when you post photos. I find generally. So yeah, I've scanned all of this morning. This will now be going back obviously into the storage unit, and then I'm going to be listing this hopefully later this week. But yeah, I thought that just thought it'd be quite interesting to some of you to see what I've been, how I scan cards, what my process is, and yeah. So here's what I've sold in the last few days. I'd say like an average week of sales this week. Not that good, but not terrible either. Sold some random sort of bits of packs and bobs, some Dr. Ian packs here, some Alien Armies packs here, and some of my Animal Kaiser custom packs here. Those are the stuff that I said before on the channel, and these Mighty Beans here. These are the stuff that sort of like keeps the money coming in, keeps it ticking, but they're not particularly big sellers. They're just sort of consistent, every now and then sells. A couple of Doctor Who singles, and some loose vintage Collinville cards here, which have been removed from an album. Sold those for about £70, which is pretty good, but there is a rare set. But as you can see here, this stack of singles is the majority of what I've sold in the last week. I'll take you through that now. I've sold in the last few days. Hopefully this gives you an idea of the sort of things that sell. It's a bit of a mix actually this week. Bit of Pokemon, some random Pokemon cards. Yapstam Select Auto there, Alvarez, Landmarks, Davivia Auto, a couple of Champion cards from the Adrenaline 2010 set, one of my favourite sets as a kid. Got those in a big lot. Colo Torre on cards, on sticker auto, and a Glenn Johnson on sticker auto. Eze Select Orange, Leia, Aqua from Star Wars. Move that across there. Mark Overmars auto. Nick Pope auto. Sadio Mane patch. And a few Star Wars as well. Some signatures, Frog Lady, Corrin, Velty, and Jawa. So, sort of the same old really. Patches and autos do the best. A few numbered, coloured cards in there, but majority patch autos doing the best. And particularly with Star Wars, it's always the autos or the big characters. But there is a mix of other things in well there. Especially in the UK scene, we have a couple of people that collect these sort of like old school trading card sets, like these Adrenaline sets. So I'll just dig out the Champions back again. Like these sets here. There are people that collect stuff like this in the UK. Probably not much of a US thing, but in the UK, these Adrenaline sets are still quite collectible. People trying to complete their sets, so stuff in good condition, that always does quite well, and I pick those up in quite big lots, which I'll show you in another video at some point, hopefully down the line. So another thing I want to show you guys was my next PSA submission. We've got a huge submission ready to go. I'm probably going to wait until after the London Card Show to send it, just because I don't want to destroy my cash flow. As you know, PSA is not cheap, and when you send in a big submission, it basically means you're going to lose out on that X amount of money until you get the cards back, which is often quite a long time, especially given the tariff situation right now. So I don't want to tie that amount of cash up until after the London Card Show, and I've got a bit more liquidity. But I do think it'd be cool to show you what I'm sending. You guys enjoy these. So we've got an Ardagula there, auto. Pick that up from the Box Park Card Show in a trade. Jude Bellingham, London is Cooling, gold to 50. Kylian Mbappe, auto from Don Russ there. Awesome card. Musiala Sapphire auto to 50. Pedri gold to 50. Auto. Another of those Gulas, the greens to 99. I'm guessing they are. Yeah, 99. An Ardagula rookie auto. This one's worth a bit more. Merlin from back in the day when he was playing in the Turkish league. Estavio, one of the sort of more popular, I would say more expensive rookies. This is his Obsidian, which is to 40. Nice card. Looks really, really minty as well. Michael Owen, Dragon Scale. This is one of those ones where it might be worth grading, it might not. There's no comps on it. It's not that low numbered, but I just thought it's a cool parallel. England kit, auto. He doesn't sign that often, so I thought it'd be worth sending in. Jude Bellingham, field level white there. That's to 20, I'm guessing. Yeah, to 20. Very nice. Cafu, Dragon Scale, auto. This one's not the low numbered ones. This is when it was... I thought this was when it was like numbered to 8 or something like that, but maybe it's just short print. Oh, no, there it is. It's to 10. There you are. To 10. So, yeah, much more short print. We got Zidane Hidden Gems. That's a beautiful card. Topps Chrome. Alphonso Davies manga. The new mangas from the new Prism set look great, I've got to say. Nick Pope Black 101. Lionel Messi Ultimate Stage Chrome 75 purple. Thierry Henry Unstoppable insert tie-dye. Like, this isn't particularly rare or expensive, but it's liquid. And Henry's obviously a very popular player, and it's a great looking card. Xavi Inception Barcelona to purple. Odegaard Ultimate Stage to 50 gold. This is a case hit. Hobby Master Lionel Messi. Sick card. Ultimate Stage Messi to 75 again, Chrome. Iniesta to 50 gold, Stadium Club Chrome, one of my most favourite top sets. Super underrated. Musiala Pink Blossom, again, not an expensive card, but fairly liquid, so worth grading. If it gets to 10, it's probably worth my time. Obviously, Messi's almost always worth grading. There's a Blossom there. And, I don't know, whatever the other variation is called. This one's cool. Gerard Animation case hit from Donruss. These look really nice. And obviously, Steven Gerrard always moves well. A couple of Lionel Messi. I think this is the Chronicle. What are these from? Chronicles, yeah, Illusions. Couldn't really find any information on these. But again, it's Lionel Messi. So I thought I'd grade a couple, take the risk. Move those to the side there. It's getting a bit busy. Got a Bubbles Lionel Messi there, short print. This is so cool. A Mesut Ozil 2014 Premier Gold Auto die cut. Definitely won't gem, but I still think it's worth grading even if it gets the 8, just because it's such a unique card. This one's very cool. Lionel Messi Silver 2018 Prism. Got your Yamal Auto, another card we picked up from the trade for the Schwarzenegger at the Box Park. De Bruyne Select Auto patch. I didn't actually expect to grade this, but I looked at the PSA 10 comps and they're quite good, so I thought it was worth a punt. Although they are hard to grade, those sticker cards. This one's very cool. Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior tie-dye dual patch. We got a Inception Busquets purple to 25 there to accompany the Xavi. Shaman, that level X, it's just a one-off. A couple of Star Wars cards, you know, I always send a few of these again. Luke, Boba Fett, Thrawn. A few cards for the PC. This is all Alex Ricebeck. Churchman's Cigarettes card there. That's a rarer version. Ogden's, this is technically his rookie there. A Crompton Churchman's. Another Ricebeck Churchman's. An Ernest Needham Churchman's. And another Ricebeck Churchman's. And then this is, what is it? Smith's, isn't it? Smith Studios, yeah. 1912, Alex Ricebeck. Got Bukayo Saka, probably the most liquid man in the hobby, in my opinion, to 25. Odegaard, Genesis, very cool. Oh, sorry, Peacock, sorry, very cool. This one's awesome. This has been super cool. Ian Rush, on-card auto from Allen and Ginter. This is numbered to 250. Garnacho, short print image variation. Orange Sapphire to, I'm guessing that's to 50. Yep, to 50. An Eze Optic Gold to 10 rookie. As of the time of filming, he just scored a belter in the FA Cup semi-final against Villa. Rodrigo on top of the world, insert to 5, red. Odegaard Stadium Club Chrome, gold insert, gold auto. And then some more pre-modern stuff here. I picked this up all in big lots, so I'm not into this for much. Got Ronaldo and Messi's from that 2006 Panini Goal set. I don't think any of them will gem, but I didn't pay. I basically paid pennies for them, so they're still worth grading. Got Gareth Bale, rookie, got the card there from the Panini 2007 Championship set. And we've also got some of these Olympic cards. The Adrenaline 2012 Panini Olympics. Got Nadal there, Kobe there. These sell surprisingly well. This is the big one. Alexander Usyk, rookie card. In a 10, that goes for big money. LeBron James, Usain Bolt, Anthony Joshua. And then I got some dupes for some of them as well. Kobe Bryant there. Ronaldo, just cheap Ronaldo. I always throw those sort of cards in just to see what happens. Usyk, another LeBron James, another Usain Bolt, another Joshua, and then finishing off with a Lionel Messi from early 2006 Panini Champions League. So yeah, a mix of things really. A bit of vintage, a bit of pre-modern, a lot of modern. Obviously, I'm focusing heavily on liquidity and also stuff which, obviously stuff that I think will gem. But I'm always looking at the stuff that gives sort of the highest returns on grades, and I never want to. If you can get a card which you will make your money back in the 9, I always think it's worth sending it in, because if the cost of grading on the card in a 9 is the same as what you paid for it, and you're not going to lose money by sending it in and getting a 9, then it's always worth the risk in case you get the 10. Then obviously you're going to make some money if the price of raw is the price of 9. So yeah, and most of this stuff, as you could probably see, is not like, you don't see it every day. Most of it is pretty rare, not common stuff. So you won't have an issue moving it, I think, if you've got like you know, you don't be fighting against the pop report, because thousands of them are being sent in by all different people. So I won't be doing that here. Obviously, I still want high grades, but most of it is fairly low numbered or rarer set stuff. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. It's a little submission. I'll be sending that off in the next, hopefully, couple of weeks after the London Car Show. And yeah, let me know what you think of the sub. And that, guys, just about wraps up my the day in the life video. Hopefully you found some of that stuff interesting, seeing, you know, what I've been getting up to, what I've been grading, what I've been buying, what I've been selling. You guys enjoy these videos, so if you do enjoy this one, please leave a like and subscribe. It means the world. Thanks all so much for watching. Probably next video, I might squeeze in my next video. Will be the Q&A. If I squeeze that in before London, if not, it'll be the London then the Q&A. But either way, lots of videos coming soon, so please stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.